Hello everyone, welcome to the mecaniquesportive YouTube channel. This is Nicola. Today, I'm one of the first in France to present to you the new BMW M3 CS Touring. An amazing little toy. It takes what they did with the M3 CS, but in the touring version. Well, yeah, because now BMW is really coming back with its wagon versions. Both on the M3 and on the M5. It's just beautiful because those are often the nicest versions, and personally, I'm a big fan. The M5 Touring existed and looked great, but there was never an M3 Touring. They can make it now, and the M3 competition exists. Germany even had the base M3, but in France, only the M3 competition and M5 are available. And now the CS. It's insane. It's really a step above the M3 Touring competition. Now, as usual, we're going to test it on all kinds of roads. We're going to have a bit of fun. You'll see. It's really great. I wanted to take it to the track, but all tracks were closed in early August. Otherwise, we would have had so much fun. But I still managed to find a small road where there's absolutely no one, where we were able to have some fun, and you'll see, it's really great. I'll give you the car's features again as we go over it. So, the CS version, first of all, it's more powerful. We still have the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine. This time, it reaches 551 horsepower up from the standard 530. On the touring version, we have 650 Newton-meters of torque with all-wheel drive. Since we have the X-Drive system, but the X-Drive M, we can even disconnect the front wheels to have rear-wheel drive only and do some drifting. We even have a mode that will rate our drifts. It will show us how many meters we drifted. The angle we used and how long we drifted is pretty wild. I'd love to try that on a track someday. I'll retake it this winter and request a session. I think that must be super mega, really cool. I absolutely want to try that. I've never used an M, just done a few short runs of 30, 40, or 80 meters. We did it with Fred when we tried an M3 CS, but never really on a track. Never really pushing it. Countersteering and all that must be really cool. The car weighs just under 2 tons empty, 1,925 kilograms for this CS version, and 15 kilos less than the standard versions. Yeah, it makes a bit of a difference. The advantage is that it's a very limited series for the base M3 CS, which was limited to 1,800 units. For this one, we don't have the number yet. For now, it's being produced. Only 73 existed in France, making it very rare. Imagine this in the touring version. It's likely to remain uncommon too. The price starts at 165,000 euros. Since we're in France, add the 70,000 euro penalty this year, 80,000 next year, and maybe 90,000 in 2 years. It's a shame about these penalties because I think a lot of people would have liked to enjoy this car. The touring version offers a spacious 500-liter trunk and a 59-liter gas tank. I'll show you the trunk shortly. I might have preferred a 70-liter tank. 10 more liters would have been cool for more fun, but we'll see how fuel consumption goes. It's still reasonable. It's a 6-cylinder with just 3 liters. Our vehicle is 4.8 meters long, 1.92 meters wide without mirrors, and 1.45 meters high. BMW has made station wagons for years, and this is no exception. The roof bars can hold up to 75 kilos. Up there, so basically, if you want to go camping, you can put a rooftop tent or your roof box. In short, the advantages of the BMW let you go from 0 to 100 in just 3.5 seconds. We'll test it, of course, and we have a top speed of 300 kilometers per hour. You can find these t-shirts below the video in the mecaniquesportive shop if you're interested. I've sold them for a while without mentioning it, but I made them myself. And above all, today I'm presenting to you the car that just broke the record at the Nürburgring for a station wagon. Yes, it was previously held by the M3 Touring, and now the M3 Touring CS has improved it by almost 6 seconds. It's still pretty crazy, the time this toy set at the Nürburgring. 7 minutes, 29.490. We're really returning to the Nürburgring. For you, I'm not sure when you'll see this, but right now it's Thursday for me. I'm heading back to the Nürburgring on Monday with a friend, vlog car passion. And we're taking a Golf Grand Touring Injection Club Sport and a Golf 8R to go have some fun. I would have liked to take this one, but I think for me, with my skill level on the Nürburgring, it might be a little too much, even though I still would have loved to go with this one, just for the thrill. A little detail about this car is that we have 19-inch wheels in the front, 20-inch wheels in the back, and you might wonder about the rear. Often it's much, much wider. No, what's amazing is it's 275 in the front and just 285 in the back. And why so little difference? Because here we want an ultra-sharp, ultra-precise front end that sticks to the road. And at the back, we want some flexibility, but 285 is already too wide. It's all-wheel drive, providing traction from all four wheels, so the difference is less than with rear-wheel drive. For example, when you see a 305 in the back, you often have 245 or 255 in the front. To give you an idea, 275 in the front is as much as a GT, 3RS, just like that. The M3 CS comes standard with carbon ceramic brakes, featuring 6 front pistons and 4 rear pistons. Before we continue, I'll show you the trunk, since we still have 500 liters of trunk space and it's got electric opening. We could have saved some weight, but comfort matters more. For people who are spending, at least in France, more than 200,000 euros. Look, we have a lot of space. We have the platform here, the 12-volt outlet here. We have a bit of storage underneath. And we can also store the platform there. And here, the little curtain that's here. Anyway, it's really, really nice. We have speakers up there. There's a space. You can fit bikes, boards, furniture in there. You go to IKEA, it's the perfect vehicle. Or even if you're at the track, you can fit extra wheels, 4 extra wheels with sportier tires, for example. That could be nice. All right, let me show you the car directly like this so you can see the details and I can get closer to it. The first thing we're going to start with is the front. So it doesn't do it. If I close the car, I'm not sure if it does or not. Normally, it has the little yellow LEDs like this on this side. Sorry for the display doing that. It's because we're in broad daylight. But the yellow side with the new headlights, this is the latest version of the restyled M3. Unlike older models like the M3 CS, it still had a kind of angel eyes, but now we really have the yellow signature. So a new feature from BMW here, let's start from the top. The hood is all carbon, so you can see right here. So the carbon isn't just on top, then varnished, it's not a sticker. It's really BMW's own carbon. I think they call it plastic reinforced with carbon fiber, not plastic. It's plastic reinforced with carbon fiber. Look at the way it looks, that ultra-aggressive vibe. I'm trying to redo the lights because it's true that it looks much nicer with the lights turning on right here. Check this out, this ultra-badass look in the front. We've really gotten used to it now. I think it brings something incredible to these BMW Ms. So at first, I admit I wasn't a huge fan, but now, well, when it's not there anymore, I think, oh, it looked a lot less aggressive. With the red outline like this, you can see it clearly. That's also a feature of the CS versions because even the M3 CS is outlined in red. So on the inside and the trim on the inside, which makes the difference, the little BMW logo. Next, as we go further down, there's carbon everywhere. Carbon here as well for the air intakes that cool the radiators. What's nice is that for the radiators, they thought to put small grills to protect them. And then a full carbon splitter that really goes all around the car up to here with air curtains on the side and also the splitter that comes here. And this little piece is so gorgeous. I think it's magnificent. And look closely, it really looks like a real wing here. So this, we know it's really going to affect the aerodynamic downforce. This style is beautiful. No complaints, even the contrast looks great. Well, maybe I wouldn't have chosen this green. This green is pretty subtle. I would have gone for a really wild shade. Especially since with BMW, you can really customize the color you want for the tires. We have the Quattro S today, this one here. Look at this shot. I think BMW makes some of the most beautiful stock rims on the market. They really look like aftermarket tuning rims. It's so beautiful, it looks custom made. It's absolutely stunning. Just look at it from every angle. I'm a huge fan. At the back, you can see the M6 piston calipers with carbon ceramic discs. You can immediately recognize a carbon ceramic disc by this. You see all the little cracks on it, and especially a carbon ceramic disc, you see. The weight is indicated here, so when it's less than 7,001 grams, that means you can throw the disc away. That's how you check wear on your carbon ceramic disc. Well, you have to take it off, remove it, and put it on a scale. As long as it weighs more than 7,001 grams, so 7 kilograms, it's good. 7 kilograms and 10 grams, we're good. However, as soon as they go over, the weight that's written right here, so here, the 7,001 grams, as you can see, well, that's the moment when it needs to be changed. A little reminder, M3 here as well. You know it's a CS because it's red as well, otherwise it's not red. The mirrors, as we know with BMW, always with the carbon shell. The roof, well, it's not carbon, it's just not black. I would have liked a carbon roof. On this version, it's to make it a bit more exclusive, and there's no glass roof. We're also working on the weight on this side, the fuel cap on the rear right, the rear 3/4, because it's really, really stunning. Same thing, we see the M3 CS in red on this side. And what's great is that since it's a wagon, that's really the big advantage of BMW's wagon versions. Thank you, BMW, for this. It's just excellent. And above all, they've even added a windshield wiper directly on the window that comes with it. And that clearly, I think, is a huge, huge plus. The rear three-quarters view is just gorgeous. So here you can see it, and you especially notice that the fenders are much wider, much more curved. You have the big rims that stand out, and especially even at the back. This specific diffuser, well, the carbon fiber is only found on the central part here. On the sides, it's just not plastic. And the BMW exhausts, of course, all four of them, just like we know from BMW right here. What do you think about it? This rear is sublime. Little backup camera right there. It's beautiful, and whether it's from the rear three-quarters, full rear, or from the side, it always looks amazing. You can also see the little fender flares right here, so that also plays a part. To be able to get a little more and add some camber, because if you really look, you can see the wheel isn't straight. We add camber to get the best grip, especially in corners. And even the rear rim, it's gorgeous, so at the back. I was telling you about a 4-piston at the back, but no, it's not even a 4-piston, it's just a big red single piston. I'm pretty shocked because it's still a big car. Okay, single piston is enough. You'll see during the test, it's more than sufficient. What's nice is that they've put a little protective strip here, so there's a kind of small protection for all the gravel that hits here. It keeps the paint from direct damage, but the car still needs proper protection. The side skirts could have been made of carbon. It would have looked a bit cooler. And there you go, anyway, the look of this car. Even from the side when you stand like this, well, it's pretty nice. You can see it. It has a very streamlined look. We keep everything from the M3 except the rear, which now has a station wagon trunk. What do you think about it? One little extra thing is that when you come to the back, look at this rear. No, actually the doors. You get typical BMW 3 Series features here, but up front, the seats show you're in an M Series, especially the CS versions with visible carbon everywhere. That's been around a few years and really excites the driver, but it's mainly to make it lighter and give it a lot of style. And especially, you can put harnesses if you attach them, for example, to the mounts in the back. Here's how the rear seats look. Something pretty simple with some red here, perforated inside, and a small central tunnel. Ski hatch to go skiing. Putting the skis in is much easier since it's a wagon. The center console is entirely carbon, so there's nothing else there, and that's how it looks, especially with the full carbon view and new curved display screen. But it's especially this part that's very specific to the CS, where everything is carbon with the steering wheel, the console, etc. I'll take you for a ride in it. Anyway, in the back, you've got some space. I'll get in like this so you get a good idea. So when I'm seated, I have a lot of headroom. As you can see, there's plenty left for me. I'm 6 feet tall, and even for my legs, you're really in a BMW wagon. Yet the seat is adjusted. For me, when I'm driving, look at this. It's just perfect. I'm really comfortable. The windows are large. It's bright. Even though they're heavily tinted, and even though the whole interior is black. Well, it's nice out today, but I'm comfortable. And even if I look forward, you can see the view I have here. It's honestly pleasant, and I have plenty of foot-room. This carbon shell reminds me I'm not in an ordinary car. We've even got some LED lighting. And at the front, well, the front, yeah, come on, I'll show you. And so when you go to the front, same thing. Door BMW on the doors, it's still pretty standard. You only see the BMW M animation. The M appears, crosses the screen, and disappears. With, on everything you have, M3. I don't know if you saw it, but it comes in and spins with the color of your car. The little door sill that makes the difference, and the carbon seats here, you can see the shell and the adjustments. They're still electric. You can inflate the bolsters here inflate, and when they inflate, honestly, they're very, very inflated, and you don't move at all anymore. This central part, the small CS here, lights up at night, if I'm not mistaken. This is what's nice about BMW. You can take them apart because of these little screws. For when you're going to the track, so you have more space for the back of your helmet. Right here, that's really one of the big advantages of BMW. At the bottom, there's the BMW M pedal set, a large footrest, hood release on this side, and the pedal heads. We have a sound to maintain, which is honestly pretty good. I'm going to start the car because I have to admit it's hot today, and that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like when you're the driver in this BMW M3 CS with a steering wheel, all in Alcantara and carbon fiber. Here, as you can see, this is really different because usually it's not like this, it's just silver. The M1 and M2 buttons as usual. You can set the little 12 o'clock marker here to know where you are. Left side is cruise control or speed limiter. Right side is always menus. Here, for infotainment, there are carbon fiber paddles behind. Same thing, they're also red. On this side, you have the high beam flash, menus for fuel consumption, and turn signals. Everything for the windshield wipers goes on the right. M-colored stitching, you can see it here. The stitching in M colors is also found on the small gear knob with the M logo marked right here. In short, we have a really nice environment here. As I was saying, this entire center console is made of carbon fiber. Look, there's no leather or anything else. It's really carbon, and real carbon fiber. The little CS badge here in red as well. A USB-C port charges your phone with a slot for it, but there's no large console for storage. Wireless phone charger, key holder, and more. Features we're familiar with from BMW. As usual, to cover the exhaust valves here, I'm closing it because there are people nearby. Auto hold setup and M modes remain. Road, sport, track. You can configure all that depending on where you are. There you go. So here, you have wireless CarPlay, of course, and Android Auto as well. You can customize your dashboard, which looks like this based on the modes you set. Here, for example, I'm in efficient, comfort, and other modes. When I switch to M2, I put everything in sport mode, and you can adjust that however you like. On this side, it's the lights. So here you have your lighting controls. One air vent here, two in the center with the new buttons from BMW. In this way, which are a bit inspired by what was done on the i7. Then the music controls. And disassembly plus hazard lights. Here's something simple. The glove box, which is fairly standard. Carbon is everywhere. The paddle shifters, steering wheel, center console, and even the seats. And every time you see your seats, you think, yeah, that's awesome. On the top has simple LEDs and Save Our Souls button and small green LEDs that light up at night. They create little reflections on the carbon here, and you see here, I don't know if you'll see a little carbon LED light and in the doors as well, just like in the back. That's what it looks like. I've shown you everything, including this heads-up display, which you can turn on or off. The menus remain stylish, and this is BMW's new operating system. That's what it looks like here. You can adjust the infotainment and apps and set it up like this. It's actually pretty easy. You have the M lap timer, you have the drift analyzer. That's actually pretty crazy. You see, it tells you how many meters you drifted, the angle you took, the drifting distance, and everything, really. Anyway, there are some crazy features on BMWs. You can take it to the track, etc. Your lap time is integrated into the car. Great for lap time fans. Then all your apps. Here, it's the same. When you go back to the home button, you see, for example, you can see it here. What I really like is this look of the car you have here, with your car. And here, it's really, really yours, and that's really great. Anyway, enough talking from me. It's time to go try it out and see how it does on the road. And I'm going to take a lucky guy with me today that I met on the road. Then this is his, here we go, let's go. Come on, let's get going aboard this little toy. We'll start on the road as usual, then finish with something sportier. A little startup. It's always a pleasure when you start up an M3 CS, something happens, the fact that it's a Touring. The resonance should sound better inside the cabin. I can't wait to check it out when things get sporty. All right, drive. So I'm starting off really cool, relaxed, and then we'll try out the different modes available with this car, of course, all the way up to the most radical one, M2. We're in full Sport Plus mode, really at the absolute maximum. I'm in third gear at 27 km/h. It shifts to fourth at 30. Ah, no, it doesn't want to. Maybe a little bit more. Hop, stop, start and stop. You turn here, then it starts up again nicely. Hop, you stop, we're gonna turn right, start and stop. For me, start and stop doesn't bother me. I especially like the auto hold feature, which lets me take my foot off the pedal in the city. I find it comfortable. Since I don't drive wildly, start-stop doesn't bother me. I also think it's good not to always burn fuel. Gas at the light, especially at the light, At a stop sign, you might say it's just 3 or 4 seconds. It's a bit of a shame, but at a traffic light, I find it super useful because burning gas just for the sake of burning gas isn't really necessary. The seats are always comfortable and the M seats are amazing. Here it resumes, and we still have the 48-volt micro hybrid system, even on the sportiest models. Now, it always adds a little something extra, but it's mainly about being more practical in the city. We don't really have an armrest here on this side. After all, it's still a sports car, but I can rest here or on the carbon. It's fine from here. And there you go. There's so much fire that honestly, if you're going to burn, I think it's good. That's why I like hybrids and ultra-sporty cars. They add more torque and similar benefits. Mate Rimac from Bugatti says hybrid turbos and similar technologies are the future. It's useless. It's better to have real hybridization, like they just put on the new Bugatti, which gives you torque and actually gets rid of turbo lag. Overall, it adds something special and extra sensations. So, for me, hybridization, I'm like Mate Rimac. I'm not against driving like this, really. Now that's it. Fifth at 45, it's still like a basic M3, let's say, when you're not pushing it, but you'll see what happens when you really push it. There are real changes with the M3, so even like this, I can feel it a little. The suspension is firmer than the basic M3 or the M3 Touring we tested. And remember, we made a video at Rarity where I had privatized the road circuit in the back. We compared the M3 Touring and M3 CS, one of the few to do so, and I have to admit that I saw something really radically different between the M3 Touring, which was a basic M3 competition, and the M3 CS. Was it really more radical, which was basically, in short, the M4 Coupe Sport Leichtbau version? But on an M3 with seats, there was really a huge difference, both in terms of mapping, engine response, steering feel, and clearly. Even with this one, there's something extra happening compared to a standard M3 Touring. I can't wait to take you on the small road. It's going to be great. I couldn't take this one to Montlhéry. Unfortunately, because it was closed this summer, I tried to find a track and everything, but it was impossible. At the beginning of August, everything is closed.
Speed bump on your route.
I feel like I'm the only one working in early August, and honestly, I just keep working. Actually, I was supposed to have this whole week off. I wasn't supposed to have anything to do. In the end, I did a Ferrari 488, I did an Aston Martin Vanquish Volante, I did a Porsche 911 Gran Turismo Sport Door, and I'm working on this M3 Touring. In the end, I didn't slack off, a lot of work, but it's all cool cars, so it's not a big deal. I'm enjoying it a little. Give me a like anyway, because this was supposed to be my vacation week. No vacation, but I still have a lot of work. Same for merging and all that, started right away. It's much faster than others and works well, even with start and stop. You really feel the push at higher revs. It's very usable every day, and for many, the M3 Touring, it's become an everyday item for most people who have money. And honestly, it's super practical because even if you go to the track or something else and you have another sports car, something much more radical, you can fit tires and more inside while still taking it to the track. So this one, it's the CS, it's still much more suited for the track. You have the lighter wheels, the braking system is a bit better, and the chassis is much sharper. You get a bit more responsiveness, and you have a different mapping. Whoa, sir, with the truck, let's take it easy. In these seats, you feel so well supported. These seats are just perfect. Honestly, it really feels like you're sitting in racing car seats. Cause here, I'm not even holding on, I'm not moving. It's impossible for you to move in these seats, and that's pretty crazy. Honestly, if you have the money, definitely buy this car, seriously. Because you can put your bike in the back, you can fold the seats down. You can go on vacation with the kids, with your wife, with the family. It's absolutely unbeatable.
Several lanes on your route.
We'll lower the volume a bit. You can drive it calmly, and at the same time, you can really let yourself get excited. You also have driving aids and cruise control, and so on. By the way, I'm going to set it here. It's a setting. Activate the cruise control. How do you turn it on? There you go. It's this one, cruise control. There we go. It's 110 here. She's going fast. This ambient lighting here at night that you can see, very subtle, just to add a little touch. And to remind you that, yes, it's still a modern car. Then I'm off for 75 kilometers to find myself some nice little roads. And even at 110, it's great. It's aerodynamic. At 110 kilometers per hour, there's no wind noise, just some road noise. The engine makes it clear this car is built for long drives. There you go, it's good. I don't have the fuel consumption right now. Yes, here it is since the individual start, so hold on, I'll reset it. Even the consumption values here, 0 kilometers like this, I'll give you a little idea of the consumption like that. When we do Ile-de-France, well, it's August. Traffic is pretty smooth. There won't necessarily be too many traffic jams. It's a lot of 110, a bit of 130 at the end, and that will give you a little idea of the consumption. I'm on rough, small country roads, so here I stayed in efficient mode, comfort steering, comfort braking, basically, it's everything in comfort. Well, even in comfort. The steering feels very responsive and precise. I really like that aspect of BMW M cars, especially the CS models since the suspension is even stiffer. It really lets you have an incredible car. That's really the M side that I love. And even on BMWs, sometimes you just get the M pack. Even on an X1, and well, you feel the difference. And so here, driving at a good pace, honestly, it's not super unpleasant. It's not too radical either. It's still a touring. So really it means that almost anyone can use it as a daily car in the end. I just got splashed with water. They're watering. I don't want to get it wet. It's still all clean. I'm waiting. It's like in Super Mario. Okay, the jets are passing. Oh yeah, no, but even in efficient mode and all, if you press a little, there are even the po sounds. That's cool. You can give a little tap with the paddle and all. It's still nice. And come on, even while we're driving. Oh wow, it really pulls. Actually, when you floor it, it's like she thinks, yeah, he's a bit fired up. It will still hold the gears. For example, it remains there even in efficient mode. Then you can shift gears manually. And that's it when you shift back. There it went straight into 8th gear. Honestly, you can feel that it's a sports car, that you're going to have a really great chassis. And what I like is that actually, it's precise all the time. Pressing M2 switches to M2. The steering is more responsive. The suspension is stiffened. The brake pedal, yeah, it's something else. You get more bite. You have assistance that helps you bite even more. And biting directly into the discs, it becomes something else. It's really crazy. Here on a road where there's absolutely no one, a completely clear straight, launch control as usual. I'm in M2 full sport with all settings maxed, traction control in M dynamic mode brake pressed and gas floored. 100 and it pulls. Actually, it becomes indecent, really. Cars nowadays, and you see even without launch control you can take off and it's different. It really pulls. And the 0 to 100 as usual. So here, 100. It brakes well. You can feel that it's rigid, that the car itself stays perfectly straight. You can tell it's a sports car. Made for it. The tires weren't even that warm and it's on asphalt. Here, you know, with all the little stones and everything, you can still feel that it brakes hard. And I like the feeling of the pedal. With BMW, there's a good feeling, you see, and you know what you're going to get when you brake. You know, there are no surprises and it works well. That's pretty cool. The acceleration again. And the little explosions, but you can feel it's different than before. Unfortunately here, there's always that bit of popo. But like the M4 Coupe Sport Leichtbau, you can tell the rules were less strict. It's becoming more like that now. The sound is less noticeable, especially with the M4 Coupe Sport Leichtbau. It was really crazy. There were no seats in the back, you had more resonance. Here, it's still a car that's made so you can use it a little more. So they didn't push it to the extreme either. It's still more extreme than an M3 touring competition, but it's not quite the Coupe Sport Leichtbau yet. but it's already better. I definitely prefer this over the base Touring, which felt too comfortable for an M3 competition. I hadn't given you the fuel consumption figures. To get here calmly, I was at about 8 liters per 100 kilometers. Now, since I accelerated a little bit, it went up again, but it was pretty good, at least up until now, so that's pretty good. I really like this car because, well, you have everything in one. It's really rough here, so I'm turning off Ultra Sport mode. The suspension changes a little, and the car also changes in terms of steering. What's nice is it's still quite high off the ground. M2 mode truly transforms this car. It's going well. I'll open it up a bit for you here. There you go. As soon as you open it up a little, something extra happens. It becomes a little nicer. Closed, actually. It's well soundproofed. That's pretty funny. For the haircut, I got hit by a headrest. You can drive straight over speed bumps and everything. The 1-2 there, it jerks a bit. When you're right at the top, exactly in the right spot, here I am on my favorite little road, and I have to admit that this car is really great because you can really have fun with it. What I'm going to do this time is put everything in M2 mode, so everything is in sport, M dynamic mode, and everything that goes with it. Anyway, here we go. Even in 4th gear, you see, well, in the revs, there's really a lot to work with. Hard braking, it holds really well through long corners, and it's the same in the tunnel. You get a bit of the exhaust sound and everything. Wow, the braking feels amazing. I really like it. It's progressive, not too powerful. There's really a lot to enjoy. The little downshift is really satisfying. You get a bit of popping and everything. The chassis actually doesn't feel heavy. It's really well balanced and honestly amazing. The goal isn't necessarily to always go all out. Otherwise, I would have really chosen a real racetrack. Even on the road, you can have a lot of fun. Wow, the chassis and front axle. Oh, it's nothing like the base M3. Okay, now it's definitely getting a lot more fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this car. This car is insane. It's such a treat. It's just so crazy. It goes fast, it handles well, you really get a feel for it. You really become one with the car, and that's what I love. I really enjoy it. A little uphill session. Wow, that's gripping. Mom, that's insane. What I love about the M dynamic mode is that it really lets you play. He says letting the rear slide a bit makes you feel like a driver, and the low-end torque is the advantage. You don't have to always be at the top, all the way at the top. But as soon as the turbos kick in, you feel that it's different. They're not the same turbos. I love it. I found Gaetan enjoying himself with his S1000R.
That's right.
Nice bike. And then I thought BMW.
That's right.
It could be nice to see the different sides. So here, you're in an M3 Touring CS. Well, an M3 CS Touring. So the competition version, even sportier than a competition, in station wagon mode with full carbon seats and everything. So it should be pretty cool.
Really cool. Yeah, honestly, the car is super cool.
We have 150 horsepower and over 600 Newton meters of torque. And you see, it can be a cool car like this. I can switch back to normal mode since you don't have to drive like a maniac all the time.
Yeah, of course.
That's fine like this.
For Sunday drives or when you want to treat yourself.
There you go. And when you want to treat yourself, you can use the M1 and M2 buttons. Or you can actually, I set everything to Sport Plus, see?
Alright.
All settings are in Sport Plus mode. And right now, it really gives the car its maximum performance.
Okay. Oh yeah, oh that sound.
We're about to brake. I'm used to the car's good brakes.
The braking. I had already noticed it a bit with the S-Milar too, because I went from an MT7 to the S-Milar. The braking is really good, no doubt about it.
Clearly at BMW, they're really good with braking.
It's incredible.
There's plenty to enjoy when you have a little road like this where there's no one around. You can go faster than on a motorcycle.
Yeah, a bit more. Oh wow! Oh, that's monstrous.
The handling, the chassis.
Nothing moves. You can hear the fruit creaking a bit, but the car doesn't move. Oh, the braking. Oh, that's crazy.
Not bad, huh?
That's monstrous. Often shifting gears convinced me.
It's cool, huh? There's enough to enjoy yourself. Convinced? Still just be.
Yeah, absolutely. 1000%. The car is just crazy.
They make some amazing toys.
Oh yeah.
The handling is crazy, and even now, we don't have the best tires. You can get even better ones. There's more than enough to have fun. It's Michelin, but you can put Cup 2S on, which are a bit better and make it even more fun. And again, let's say we're not really on a track. It's a small road where there's no one, you can put it in rear-wheel drive, and you can drift and so on too.
Alright.
Because right now we're in four-wheel drive.
Okay.
And with M Dynamic mode, which allows some sliding and tolerance, just to let you have some fun, you see, it's pretty nice.
Really nice.
If I turn off the M mode,
On the regular car,
where it's much more comfortable when,
even more normal, but no, honestly nice with the screen. Beautiful.
it's a nice toy.
Yeah.
They really know how to please their customers. These small mishaps caused some overconsumption, but I still believe it's very reasonable. I only went up to 13.3 liters, and honestly, in terms of enjoyment, this incredible ride, like, you know, when it just says M, that's already really nice. But when there's the CS or the CSL, well, it really brings an extra dimension to this car and makes it even more awesome. I wish I could have tried this on the track, like the M5 and M3 competition I drove at Magny-Cours. I loved both experiences. Despite the heavy weight, that engine's torque helped me beat my M3 competition lap time. I'd like to try an M3 CS at Magny-Cours since I know the track well and have reference lap times. BMW one day, you never know. Well, as you know, on this channel, we really drive on all kinds of roads, so now we're going to get onto the highway. A little stretch at 130 here, still in full comfort mode. The car is really pleasant. I want to drive for miles, but honestly, driving on the highway isn't what I most want to do with this car. It really makes me want to go on little road trips, take small country roads, enjoy myself, roads where I can have a bit of fun with the paddles and all that. But on the highway, honestly, I know I've got a big 6-cylinder, 3-liter twin-turbo engine up front. I mean, something that really delivers, you know, here I'm in 8th gear, just a bit under 2,000 revolutions per minute. At 130 kilometers per hour. I have just a very, very slight wind noise, just a little bit on the windshield, and I can hear the road noise coming up. Because we still have 4 big tires, very big tires, but it's still pretty well soundproofed. The exhaust noise is really well muffled, but I have to admit, when I had the exhaust open, it was still very quiet. And when I open it, a slight resonance, which I would recommend turning off when you don't want to make more noise than that. And when you're on the highway, the full comfort mode like this is honestly very pleasant. So maybe it's just me who didn't find it, but I think I don't have all the driving aids on this car. It's a bit of a shame. I would have really liked to have everything, lane centering, etc. So maybe it's just me who couldn't find it, but usually when I press here, there are several options. Here I didn't find them. There's still the cruise control, which is the minimum, or the limiter, which can be useful in certain situations if you're a bit too eager. But yeah, this car is very pleasant. And what's great is that it can really do everything. And you also get a bit of a sporty side if you want. And look, well, there's really no one on the highway right now. I'm moving to the right. On the highway, we're allowed to go down to 60. I'm switching to M2 again, just in case I want to have some fun and look. My tripod flew over there. And the sounds, those little pops, they're really satisfying. And especially when shifting gears. Listen. Plus, you have the shift light and everything. It's just beautiful. Look at how it is. Anyway, I honestly love it. I just can't stop playing with the paddles. And honestly, there's still a little sound, a little rock vibe. You can feel that you already have a car that's better than the others. That handles so much better. Really enjoyable. You still have that low side. When you're in full sport mode, something still happens, even while respecting the speed limit. If you have a little fun with your gearbox, it's silly, but burning fuel, how stupid can that make someone? It's crazy. I just find it insane. It amuses and excites me, and it gives me a little something. Why are we so dumb like that? I don't know if in a little tunnel. So you hear little explosions, little bursts. Oh, a nice Urus. You sense something happening. You still feel a little purr, a little nice thing. It's always nice, even though I admit we'd always like to have more, always more, always more. Honestly, that's enough, or you'll annoy everyone. Then there was the Aston that I tried. For those who saw the stories on Instagram, it was making a sound, but it was so loud it shook the tunnels and could wake the dead. It was pretty crazy. Let's call it a compromise. Enjoy yourself, let others have fun, but don't disturb everyone else. Even with the window closed, something remains inside the car. You want to have fun. A real kid, I'll stop. I realized that I hadn't let you listen to the sound in the back of this little car. Listen, it's fine. The sun is out. I'll put the mic here. Well, I won't hide it from you. It actually makes a pretty nice sound, and the exhausts are really satisfying. A little exhaust line, a bit more tuned. I think even working with Accra from time to time could have been a nice touch. The little debriefs with this car or this M3 CS Touring, what do we think about it? Personally, I really liked it more than the base M3. When I tried the M3 Touring, I had the M3 CS next to it. And I have to admit, I honestly really like having the best. Either I want a car that's really comfortable with a big engine, and I can say, there you go, it's very comfortable, etc. I really like when we go all the way with things. And that's what's been done here, actually, with this CS. It really takes it further. What I loved, my favorite BMW, was the M4 Coupe Sport Leichtbau, because it was pushed to the extreme. The seats, the stuff, no more backseat. It echoed inside the car, there was noise, it was super lively. Afterwards, the point of this car is that it's for people who buy these cars to almost use them for mischief. So for most people, you can have a really big car, a Ferrari, Lambos, etc., etc. It works as your daily car, but you can also enjoy track days with friends or take it for weekend trips. Your friends ask if you want to stop by Magny-Cours or Le Mans, and you agree to a drive. It's more than just an M3 competition. You have something extra like turbos and revised mapping. The braking, in short, everything that really makes you want to go faster and push this car. The two-wheel drive feature plus the M dynamic mode and chassis on the M side are truly impressive. Is it worth the difference over a standard M3 Touring? Yes, clearly, if you like sportiness, if you just want a car that's a bit more versatile, the standard M3 Touring does the job very, very well. Personally, that's where I would put my money. I love this car. As usual, when it says Coupe Sport Leichtbau and all that, it's really, really cool. Well, there you go, the whole interior, the carbon console, and so on. It gives you a little something extra. What would actually be missing is the exhaust sound, even though there is something, but it's not huge or anything like that. Anyway, it really makes you want to go live in England, put on full pipes, and just enjoy yourself. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. And what about you? Which BMW would you choose if you had the choice? Let's imagine we're not talking about money. You just have the choice. Which one would you take? The Coupe Sport Leichtbau M4. Coupe Sport Leichtbau, and after that, I'd take that one if there are no more Coupe Sport Leichtbau S available. Yeah, hugs. See you soon.